Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and our home team. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Now Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Jackson being chased out left, and he's going to go down again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know.
Well, the pressure gets to him again. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 10 Tucson, 54.
They'll run on first down. It's Campbell, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Campbell. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
90. Wolf.
They'll try and fight for it here with Campbell. And an alley to run. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big pickup of 38. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Campbell. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with a big man, Campbell. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack on first down, Jackson, and the ball is knocked out and picked up by the Chargers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
64, weak.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And now running right through him. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. On the handoff, here's Campbell. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 38.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Buying time to, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Come on, D.
from the 30 on second down. Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Forced out to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Pulled in at the 24. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 60 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Allen, the intended receiver. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college. Our defense coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
On 3rd down, it's Campbell. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Gay is on for the point after. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. after the touchdown. It's Gay to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, he's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Now it's Jackson dancing to his left. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll give to the big man, Campbell. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end Gonzalez. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. 53 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
The Ravens take over first and 10. Let's go. 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, Peterson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I'm going back to you.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. A 1st carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to the ground, Peterson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Chargers will get the football at the 20.
30 pace, let's go. Let's put that team on the bus. Check, right hand.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
That QB's trash. Let's go.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll buy some time right. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Here we go. Here we go. Touchdown. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll run with Peterson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Being chased out left. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. This is 3rd and goal, still looking for the first points of the game. From the gun, Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. And he missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The Charger drive about to get going, and this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now Lewis here on 1st down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. On 2nd down, Jacobs. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. 19 yards there on the pickup. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Steps away to his left. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick 1st down. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll stay with Lewis here on 1st down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. On the handoff, here's Lewis running right. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking